All right. All right. So what you need to do now is act like price is printing. So you need to find the next high. So the price just took out the low, right?
Yeah.
What do you need to? Can you drag the scale a little bit to the left again? Can you drag it to the left so we can see the candles a little better? Just drag the scale. Yeah. Okay. Appreciate it. So now, what's the next high that you see? We got
The
another high
next.
because remember price. Now the high that you have up there is a significant high, but we still got another high that was made before the low was taken. So in my back testing, it seems like those highs are important as well. So let's go ahead and clone that line and then put it on that high right there exactly. Yeah, just drag it down to the candle high. It don't have to be picture perfect, but as long as it's on there. Okay, cool. Now go ahead and drag the chart to the left slowly, like the candles was printing. Okay. Now what we doing? What we doing now? We got to mark up the next high, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and clone that line. You about to see what's going on. Even though we did it yesterday, you about to see. Like using this is really something. Okay, so you can drag the chart to the left slowly, like candles printing. Okay, so we just had another low taken. So now what do we need to do? So
Next high.
yeah, so we have to wait in this situation. Even though it is a way you still can trade. To be honest with you, the only way you could trade this is if you had if you had that left leg that you see that price pushed all the way up. If you had that marked up properly, it would have showed you how to trade the downtrend. But right now you're just waiting because you done went 2 or 3 days without trading anyway. So I mean, we all have. So basically, you're just waiting for. So what are we waiting on? What are we waiting on right now? Just
We're waiting
off the top of your head, what are we waiting on?
for.
So we're marking up the highs, and why are we marking up the highs? The candle close high. What's the whole point? We're looking for price to do what?
To get back to them.
Exactly. So go ahead and drag it to the left, like the candles was actually printing. Okay, so you know what? Let's go ahead and double click on that line. Let's make it thick. Let's make it thick so that kind of let us know that's a double high right there. So make the thickness a 2 instead of a 1, because price came back up and made a double high right there. So I want to mark that up as like a significant high. Okay. Yeah, I want to make that a significant high. So yeah, double that. Okay. So now, okay. So keep scrolling to the left, like make it slow, like the candle spring. Okay. So we just had a low taken. So now what do we need to do? Exactly. Clone that line, and then we'll put it on that high. Okay. So now hold on. Go ahead. Where the circles at? Where the circles at?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well just drag them on down. Drag them on down to that low down there because you're gonna need all of them. And they're a little bit too thick, so when you drag all of them down, they just make it like smaller because you know you can like just kind of size it a little bit, just make it smaller. Yeah, about right there. Just kind of size them out a little bit. Okay, so yeah, so go ahead and mark up that high that was just created. We got another high that was created. Oh yeah, because you kind of moved the chart by accident. So go ahead and mark up the next high. Yeah, cool. Okay, so now you need to move real slow. You need to move the chart really slow to the left. So just keep going like the candles was printing. Oh, we got another high, don't we? So we're waiting right now. And then once you clone it and put that high on there, go ahead and show us how long we're waiting right now. I want you to show us how long we have to wait. So you can go ahead and get the measuring tool and put it at that low and then put it all the way to that high and see how many hours or how many days this is that we're waiting for a breakout. This is how people actually should trade breakouts if they want to wait for breakouts. So get the magnifying tool, and the tool that disappears. Yeah, I don't know what you just did, but what are you doing?
No, just push it on the high.
Okay. Yeah, get that magnifying tool and put it on the high all the way down to the lowest low that we see and show us how long we have to wait based on this. So if you put it on the low down there, the last candle. Nah, you gonna remember we started all the way at the top. So you have to drag it all the way to the top or start off the top and drag it all the way down to the low. I'm just trying to see how long we would be looking for this trade to set up. So just put it on a candle and drag it all the way down to the right. How many days is that or hours?
14 days, 8 hours.
14 days?
Yeah.
Holy shit, really? Yeah. I mean, but see, the thing is with this, like I said, if you when you watch the replay, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like this leg that I have my mouse on right now, if this leg was actually marked up properly, it would have showed you how to trade this leg here that we're on right now, so you wouldn't have to wait 14 days. But anyway, all right, so let's continue to keep going down. You could take that off and let's just keep going to the left and go slowly, like the candles was printing, because we're still going. Price is still dropping. So we're like, okay, cool. Oh, we just had another low. We had another low. Another high. Let's go ahead and mark that one up. You probably could use a line at the top because that one is kind of crooked. Yeah. Okay, so what do we see now? We haven't seen in 14 days, 15 days. Have we seen what you just saw? We haven't seen a green candle close above, right?
No, yeah.
Okay, so what are we doing now? If you remember from yesterday, right now we have to wait for price to make the highest high. Now remember, we did the whole mitigation block thing, but I'm not going to do all that in this session because this session's not going to be long. I just wanted to record this. See how crooked that line is? Can you delete that line at the top and then just clone another line, a straight line, and drag it down? You can just delete it, yeah. You can just delete it and then just drag another line that's actually straight, maybe one at the top or something. Yeah, and just clone it and just put it on there straight. I'm just not used to seeing like lines just crooked. But all right, so look, this is what we need to do now. We need to go ahead and get the red circle. So go ahead and click on the red circle and clone it before you actually move it so we can have another one. So go ahead and clone it. And then put that circle on the top of the green high right there. On top of the green high that we first marked up. That green high right there. Nah. The green high, the last green high that we marked up. The last green high, the last one. The last green high. That's the second to last one, right there, that one. Put it right there on the closing price. Remember I told you yesterday, like put the circle on right in between the lines. Yeah, right in between the red line on the top of that green candle. Yeah, right there. So now what we need to do is we need to let price. Listen, when price does this, man, you don't have to worry about price going down. Like even if it do retrace up temporarily, it's going to give you at least like 2 days or something like that of nothing but highs, of nothing but rise. So once this happens, because literally we had 15 days? We had 15 days where price did not close above. A high. So now what we need to do is go ahead and scroll to the left and like the candles was printing, go real slow. And so what we're doing is we're looking for, price retraced immediately. Scroll to the left. Let me see something. Scroll to the left a little bit. Let me see what the candles did. Okay, hold on. Wait. Scroll back. Scroll all the way back. to where that high broke out. Okay. So now what we need to do is go ahead and put the clone the blue circle, and then we need to put the blue circle. We always put the blue circle on the breakouts. Yeah. So put the blue circle on the breakouts on that candle on the same line where the candle broke out. I kind of look at this like boxing, like you know how Floyd Mayweather he be tapping the guy's forehead or tapping his gloves and then he punch. That's kind of like what this is, because we're basically setting up the play. Now, if you remember from yesterday, now go ahead and draw another trend line. We're gonna put it green, and then we're gonna put it at that high, because the way it works is we got to let price go up and retrace as far as it's going to go up, and then when it retraces down, that lets us know that price is going to go back above that high. And this is where the guaranteed scalping comes in. This is what I'll be doing all night when I get off this line with you. I'll be doing this all night, or at least setting up the next move for this week or early next week. Okay, so could you put that blue line on the red line like halfway, because it's kind of up? Yeah, because we're gonna go down to the 1 hour chart, and it's gonna be important. Okay. So now you need to get a green trend line, a separate green trend line, and we need to put it at the top of that green candle, because that's letting us know that when price comes back above that red line, you're going to have to make it short. You're going to have to make it real short, because so you got to make that real short. And then when you shrink it, make sure the line is straight as possible, straight as you can get it. Okay, yeah. Now go ahead and drag it to the top of the top of that green candle. The top of the wick. Exactly. Exactly. So listen, go ahead and get the measuring tool, and let's see how many pips this is. Remember, this is scalping. We're not looking for big moves, but you will catch some big moves. But right now, this is like a guaranteed scalping strategy. Now, remember, when price comes back above that red line, what you gonna do?
When price goes above the red line.
When price, because price is retracing down right now, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes back above that red line, what do we do?
Put the blue line.
Huh?
The blue.
No, we already used the blue line. What I'm saying is, what are you going to do on your MT5 account? What are you going to do in your MT5 account when price comes back above that red line?
This is short. They sell buy other.
You gonna go short or long?
Long.
Exactly. So go ahead and measure from the red line all the way up to the green line. How many pips is that? Remember, we're scalping, so we shouldn't be looking for 200 pip moves and all that. We're scalping right now, so go ahead and put it at the top of the green candle. At the top of that. Just drag it to the green line, because remember, that's what we're getting out at. So drag it to the green line. So what is that? Okay, damn, that's 30 pips. That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. So I'm about to show you how many pips we gonna get. So go ahead and get a sheet of paper and write down, what was that, 30? Go ahead and write down 30.
30.
Yeah, I'm about to show you how powerful this is. The reason I like this kind of stuff, because it forces people to think. Because a lot of people are not doing it these days. We think we're thinking, but, people just in a trance, they're not actually thinking. That's why I like this stuff, because it forced me to actually think, and I like that kind of stuff. So, okay, so that's 30. If you can write that down on a sheet of paper, I'm about to show you how many pips you about to get.
Yeah.
30. Okay, you can let that go. Okay, so that's 30. Now remember, that's only 30 if price comes back above there. It could continue to go lower. We don't know. So keep scrolling to the right and let's see what happened. Go slowly to the left. I'm in. Okay, right there. See? Now, to be honest with you, with my back testing, I probably would have went long.
Yeah.
I probably would have went long right when it hit that line. Because remember, when I know price is not going down, why is not price? Why should I be confident that price is not going down? Hold on, listen. Let's say I'm about to, and when you watch the replay, you'll see my mouse. Let's say I went long right there at that red candle that wicked above there, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: why would I be confident to go long right there? Because remember, it could just reverse and keep going lower, right?
Exactly.
But so let me ask you this: why would I be confident that price based on market structure, price cannot go lower. Why not? Because remember, we went 15 freaking days with price streaming down, right?
Yeah.
15 days, man. And price did not close above any high, did it?
It's not.
And then all of a sudden it did. So that shows you right there, like, dude, even if it's only going higher for 2-3 days and reversing back down, we got a few days out of this thing. I'm not worried about. See, I wouldn't do that. Like when you watch the replay, you see what I'm talking about. I wouldn't do that when price is like up here somewhere. When price is closing up above those red lines right there, I probably wouldn't do it. But right there, it's game time. This told you that price that the structure is trying to change, even if it only want to change for half a day. So, okay, so that's 30 pips. So now you went up. You got your 30 pips, right? Because you put your stop loss, you take profit at that high, right?
Yeah.
Actually, what I would have did was I probably would have put in like 5 positions, and I would have maybe sold 3 at that high, and I would have held 2. I would have held 2 longs because price is going to be going up for the long term. You know, even if it's I don't know if you know about ICT, but he teaches that price you can usually hold out for like 38% on a Fibonacci or 50%. Like usually price will reverse at 50% of the range. So that's what I would have been doing. But anyway, so let's go ahead and scroll to the left slowly, and then so look, hold on, wait. Okay, so what are we looking for now? So price, so you got your 30 pips, you made money, you're happy, like damn, old boy showed me this, and you know, you didn't have
Okay.
to. So you got your 30 pips and you see it working. So now what are you looking for? Listen, hold on. Before you answer that question, listen. I'm about to show you what those red lines that you just drew at the top, I'm about to show you how important they are. This is about to mess your head up, man, because this is deep, this is a little deeper than what we did yesterday. So listen, those red lines mean something at the top. So this is going to mess with your head a little bit because it was messing with my head today, but I had to really think. That's why I like this stuff. Only the real ones are going to make it. So now, listen, what are we looking for right now? Price is going up. So what are we doing? We're waiting for price to go up. We're trying to wait for price to retrace, right?
Yeah.
Remember, so when price breaks that green line, we're trying to wait to see how high price wants to go before it retraces. Then when it retraces, what do we do with that high? We put a green line at the top, right?
Put a green line at the top.
Okay, so scroll to the right slowly and let's see what happens. Okay, keep going. Oh, okay, so price retrace. Hold on, price retrace, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we need to do right now? We need to put the red on there and the blue on there.
The red.
Yeah, put the red. You're always gonna put the red at the high. So you got to drag that red. Go ahead and clone it first, so we always can have another one. Go ahead and clone it, and drag it to the high, to that candle high right. I mean the wick high. Down. Nope, the next one down. You gotta drag the circle down to the high down there, that above the blue circle, the high above the blue circle, the high above the blue circle. See, listen, this is why you have to scroll the chart all the way to the right, because the price action right now is confusing you. Scroll it back to the left, so we can't see nothing but price. So go back to the high. Yeah, keep going to the right. Okay, listen. When you see price do this right here, you always have to mark up the next high with a red circle. So go ahead and put the red circle where it needs to be. That's what I'm saying. Like the colors is really gonna help you, because I was all confused earlier today, but when I put the colors on, I was like, okay, I see what's about to happen. Now scroll to the left slowly and tell me what's the next color you got to put on there. Scroll to the left. Boom. Hold on. Boom. So what do you need to do now? Exactly. Clone that, so we can have another one for the next time. Exactly. So when price closes above there, that's the blue line, or what I call the blue box. Red box, blue box, green box. So now scroll to the left slowly. So we're waiting for price to retrace. Remember, this is a 4-hour chart. If we was on a 1-hour chart, we'll be able to see a retracement very clearly. Now listen, when price goes back below that green line, that lets us know that that's the price has went the highest it can go so far, right?
Yeah.
We'll scroll to the left one. Boom, right there. Okay, so now what do you need to do? You need to mark up the high with the green line, right?
Yeah.
You mark up the high with the green line. So go ahead and do that. So clone that green line and put it at the high. Clone the green line, not the green circle, the green line. Remember, yeah, go ahead and clone the green line and put it at the top. This shit is so cool, man. Like, I'm about to be kicking ass and taking names tonight. I swear to God. Like, I'm not playing with these people no more, man. It's my time now. So, okay, now listen. We don't now scroll the chart to one candle over, so we don't see that green candle. Just scroll it over one, right there. So listen. So what do you do now? You have to measure to see, like, okay, if I don't know what prices are going to do right now, but according to the structure, it's supposed to stay high. If it stays high, go ahead and measure that. See how many pips that is. Again, because remember, you're gonna go long as soon as price goes below that green line. So so go and get the measuring tool and see how many pips that is. If price makes it to the high, we don't know, but if price does make it to the high, how many pips is that? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. That's 60 pips, dude.
60.
That's 50. No, it's 55 pips because you got it on the wrong area. It's about 55 pips. Stop playing with me. So go ahead and write down 55 pips on top of that other number. Did you write down the first number of pips?
Yeah, 30.
Yeah, go ahead and write down 55. I'm about to show you something. I promise you, see this, after you see this, about this time next week, I mean, there should be some dollars in that bank account. More dollars, like for real. Because this is this is a guaranteed move. You do not take a buy until price goes back above the green line. It's real simple. I don't give a shit if price go all the way down, like you on a replay, you'll see. I don't care if price goes all the way down here. We waiting for price. We sitting back like a sharpshooter. Now listen, I forgot to tell you, go ahead and clone that green line. You forgot on the green circle. You forgot to put I forgot to tell you, put the green circle where it needs to be. Go ahead and clone it. Now listen, when price closed back above the red line down there, you got to put that circle. Exactly. Thank you. Okay, so red box, blue box, green box. I just call it a box, even though it's a circle. Now, so remember, this is a repeating process. It's going to keep doing the same thing. So listen, now what do you need to do? You need to clone a green circle and put it a green. You need to clone a red circle and put it where? The red circle. Exactly. You need to put it there. Go ahead and clone it. See, now you're starting to see this shit. Go ahead and clone it. Put it right there. Boom. Okay. So now listen. Now drag it to the left slowly. Remember, our target is that high up there. Oh, see, now this is what you got to be prepared for. Keep going to the left slowly. Okay. Keep going. Now hold on. Now where would you have been a buyer at? Now remember, the structure is in a bullish structure. So
yeah.
So that's why, like, sometimes you have to wait for price to go down, close below the line, and then go back up. See, I probably wouldn't have took a buy right there when price put your mouse on that green candle right there. The first one that went below the green line. To the left. Right there. That one. Even on the be honest with you, on a 1 hour chart, it probably would have showed us that we should have took a buy, because remember, we're on a 4 hour chart.
Yeah.
So sometimes you may want to get out at 38.2%, because if you didn't, then you would have been in drawdown for a little bit. But really, you're supposed to wait for price to go down below the line, because it really didn't go below the line on a 4 hour chart. You see, it just wicked below and then it went higher. So sometimes price will just take off. Like, you see those two green candles, you'll see like two or three more green candles, and it will take the high sometimes. So, you just got to use your best judgment. But go ahead and show me where would you put the green circle at? Go ahead and clone the green circle, and where would you put it at? Where would you get long at in this scenario? Now remember, price is in a bullish structure. I don't give a damn how big those red candles are. Price has to go higher because we was going down for 16 days. So we was going down for 16 days. So we're, and based on the structure, we're probably going back up to a bearish order block or a bearish breaker. We haven't even looked at ICT yet. Okay, so now move it over to the left a few to the strokes so we can see what happened. Yeah, so I would have got in right there as well. I would have got in right there. Yeah, exactly. And if it went lower, then I would just have to deal with that retracement. Or type of person I am, I just would have put in a few more long orders because I'm like, I'm betting on price to go higher. So remember, now we don't have those 55 pips secure, but we're like, okay, if it takes that high, which it should, then you got 55 pips. Now go to the left slowly so we can see what happens. Boom. Come on, man. Stop playing with me. Yeah. Stop playing with me. I'm trying to tell you how to. This is some real shit right here. Now listen. Grab that red. Hold on. Grab that red circle and drag it to the top of that green line if you don't mind. I want it right in the middle. Nah, the green circle. Yeah, drag it right in the middle if you can. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait to highlight so you don't move anything else. Yeah, right there. Yeah, just drag it right in the middle. Boom, right there. Okay, so now I'm about to mess your head up a little bit, man. So listen. Remember those red lines that we drew?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Now we got to mark those up because now, since price is in a bullish structure, those lines become relevant now. This is kind of what I did, man. I had to get like a different red box, blue box, green box, because if you do the circles, it may confuse you. So if you use a different color, like if you go back to your drawing tools, so you may want to use like a different icon, maybe like a triangle or something. So go back to the drawing tools. So what I'm trying to tell you is instead of using circles, so you don't get confused, you may want to use, I'll tell you what you see that check mark right there? That's what I use. I use the check mark box right there. The one down, the one down right there. That's the one that I use. Now this is going to get a little confusing, but you're going to have to use your brain. That's why I like this kind of stuff. Now go ahead and clone that box and make it red, and then clone that box and make it green. I'm about to show you something. Clone that box and make it red, and then clone that box and make it green. Because remember, those red lines that we drew previously, when price was streaming down, those lines now mean something when price is going back up. The shit about to get crazy though. Watch this. This shit about to get crazy, man. I was just looking at this today, like, holy shit. Okay, I see what's going on now. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about the checks. Like if you move it, it will move, and then it's going, then you got to waste time trying to move it back straight and all that. So just try to move it back and. Yeah, just try to drag it up so you can clone it in the future. Just try to drag it back straight like it was. It's not straight. No, it was a check.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, I guess you can make it look however you want to. We just need, yeah, that's good. Yeah, make it like a diamond. Yeah, that's actually smart that you did it that way because I'm actually going to, make it like a diamond. That's fine. Yeah, making it like a diamond will actually be better. So leave it like that. Now make the green one, turn the green one like you did the red one. I'm actually going to do this with my charts because it's better that it's a diamond because it looks more. Yeah, just turn it like a diamond like you did the red one. No, just turn it the same way. Yeah, like right there, like a diamond. Okay, now clone it and make it blue, and then we'll have all three colors. That blue is actually supposed to be a darker blue than that. You clicked on a light blue, so you may have to go ahead and create your own blue. Create your own blue. It needs to be a deep, dark blue. So scroll down and scroll up a little bit and scroll down so we can get like the deepest blue. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we just need like a deeper blue. Okay. All right, so listen, now we're about to mark up the red areas, the red boxes, when price are streaming down, because now these lines become important as price is streaming up. So go ahead and do the same thing with that last red line, but where you gonna put that red diamond at? Actually, you're gonna have to make that smaller too. Make them smaller, the diamonds. I'm just trying to show you how to differentiate between the price going up and price going down. Yeah, just make it a little smaller. Yeah. You're going to make it smaller because it's not the same size as the red one. That blue one got to be a little smaller. If you eyeball it, it's not the same size. Yeah. Yeah, about right there. Yeah, it's still a little bigger, but that's cool. Yeah, and just make that green one smaller. I'm about to show you something. Make it smaller. Yeah, right there. Okay, now listen. Now you got to mark this up the same way you did the red box with the green circles. So where you gonna put the red box at? The red diamond. Remember, price is streaming up now, so you're gonna put it on the last up close candle that you put that red line on. So drag it over. Go ahead and clone it and drag the red diamond over and clone it. It's gonna get a little confusing, but you got to use your brain. Clone it. Now go ahead and put it on the last You got to put on the body hat. You got to put on the body hat just like you did the circles. Drag it down right there, right there. Now listen, you're about to see how this is all about to work. Okay, so listen, when price closes above this red line, then you have to put the blue diamond on that green candle. Go ahead and clone it. Go ahead and clone it, because we need it next time. You got to clone it. We're about to use it again. Clone it. Now drag it on over to where that green candle closed above. You're about to see how all this is coming together. Now remember, when price closes, if price closes above there, when price comes back above, then we can hold a long to where. So go ahead and get your measuring tool again. Let's see if you see what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Now listen, we only focused on the diamonds right now, not the circles. So remember, when price closes above that red line, what does that mean? We waiting for what now? We waiting for price to come back above the high above the high above the red diamond. So that means that you should get your measuring tool and you need to measure the top of that wick right there all the way down to the red line. Because price closed above there. So basically price is going to retrace down, and when price goes back above that red line, we need to put a green diamond right there because we're going to be a buyer. It's going to get a little tricky, but you just got to because those lines to the left mean something. The lines that you just marked up. So go ahead and get the measuring tool and measure that wick right there, because remember we're going to be a buyer if price can close back above the red line. Which red line I'm talking about?
Above this line.
Exactly. Now look, what I want you to do is go down to the lowest red line and then make that line a dash line. That's what I do. Like that's a break of structure right there. So when a break of structure happens, I like to make that line dashed because it let us know like that's the break of structure line. It's not a regular solid line. So if you make it, just double click on it and make it a dash line because it's a solid line right now. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so go ahead and measure the from the bottom of that red line all the way to the top of the wick. So we can see what the potential. No, where the blue, you see where the blue diamond is? The blue diamond? Remember, when price comes back above that red line, it's going to go, we can bet on it to go all the way to the high above the red diamond. So go ahead and measure from the red line all the way to the top of that wick right there. How many pips is that?
40, 41, 40.
Okay, well, we don't know. We don't know if prices just keep going down, right? So scroll your chart back to the left. Scroll your chart. I'm to the right. Scroll your chart back to the right. Okay, you can delete that. You delete the measuring tool. Scroll your chart back to the right so we can't see the candles. Scroll it to the right a few candles. Scroll it to the right a few candles. Scroll the whole chart to the right. Scroll the whole chart to the right. Okay, now listen. So what are you waiting on right now? What are you looking for? You're looking for price to do what? So, because remember, scroll it to the left 2 candles. Scroll it to the left 2 candles. Okay, so price went below the line. Hold on, wait, right there, right. Don't do nothing. So what are you? So go back go back one, right there. Now leave it on. Don't touch it. So what are you looking for right now? So you have a red diamond and you have a blue diamond. So where's your take profit at? Point to it. Where's your diamond be at?
Above
take profit. Nope, that's not it. Remember, all you got to do is right. Your take profits is always going to be above. Your next take price, I guess it's different rules when price is streaming down. Your next take profit is going to be above that high right there. So where your entry going to be at? When price gets above which line? Which red line?
This one.
Exactly. And I remember we're looking at diamonds now. We're not talking about circles yet. So it's going to get a little confusing. So price is below the red line, right? So if price can go back above the red line, you're going to be a buyer, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be a buyer up to where? Because remember, we're scalping right now. We're hunting exactly up to that high right there. So go ahead and move the chart slowly to the left, and let's see what happened. Because remember, price could keep going down. We don't know. This is totally reacting off. Boom, right there. Go ahead and write it down. Go ahead and write it down. How many pips was that?
What was it, about 30?
40. It was 40. What was it? 40?
40, 30.
No, from that red line all the way to the top of the wick. How many pips is that? I want you to add it up, and then I want you to see how long this shit took for that to happen. That's why when I saw this the other day, I was like, wow, like this is This is like the ending to the. This is the ending to the whole puzzle. Okay, so let's say 38 pips. So go ahead and add up 38 plus the other two numbers you got. And what? How much is that? How many pips you got?
123.
Okay, so now how long did it take? How long did it take? Because remember, show from your first entry. I'm about to show you how powerful this shit is. From your first entry, from your first entry to what price is right now? How long? How many hours is that? You got 123 pips in how many hours? Right, your entry was right there. So go ahead and put the measuring tool on that green candle. One to the left. One to the left. Drag it all the way to that green candle that broke out at the high. All the way. You got to go up. You got to go up. You got to drag it to the right. 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 Right there. Right there. Where that candle, that big green candle. Drag it to the left. Drag it to the left. Drag it down, man. Drag it down. You need to drag it all the way to where price. See, that's why you can't move the chart all the way to the right because it's gonna confuse you. Go down. Just scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down all the way to the top of that wick. Scroll down with the measuring tool. Scroll down. I was trying to get the exact days, but you're not looking at it correctly. Okay, whatever. So 4 days. Okay, cool. Actually, it's been about 3.5 days if you would have put the measuring tool on there the right way. So scroll back to the right because that's why I back test like this, because if you look at the candles doing it this way, it's gonna really mess you up. You literally gotta do it this way so you don't see price to the right because it's gonna confuse you. So scroll it back to the right there. Okay, so now you're scalping. So you got in as a buyer on that long. I actually would have got in on that long on the opening price of that red candle wick right there. Now you're holding your buy all the way to the top of that candle. So you got out, you got 123 pips so far. So what are we doing now? Now remember, we don't see anything to the right of the chart. Now remember, those lines that you recently drew up when price was streaming down, those lines are important now. So what are you doing now? Listen, the first thing you gotta do is you gotta get a green diamond, you gotta put it on the breakout where you bought at. So do that first. Get the green diamond and put it on the breakout where you purchased that. Get a green diamond because you already cloned it, so you can grab one and drag it over to where you bought at. Exactly, right there. Exactly. Actually, you didn't buy right there. You bought right at that red line. So drag it down a little bit. Drag it down a little bit, right to where it lines up with that. Oh yeah, you're moving a line now. Well, yeah, you could just leave it there. Yeah, just leave it there. Okay, cool. You could just leave it there. So what are we doing now?
Okay, let me see.
We need. Okay, I'll give you a hint. We need to do something with the diamond. We need to do something with another diamond. Remember, this is a repeating process. It's gonna get a little strange because now you got diamonds and now you got circles. You have to use both to really capture the essence of this whole move.
I need to put this on.
Okay, so now let's go ahead. Let's yeah, you need to put that diamond at the top of that exactly right there, all the way to the right there, exactly. Put it on the body. Yeah, right there. Okay, so now we need to do something with the circles. Okay, so what do we need with the circles right now? See, this is going to just have you thinking a little bit. Hold on. That green circle, that green line up there, you need to make it. You got the thickness as a 2. You need to turn it back to a 1. You see that green line? Yeah, make it a 1. It look like it's a 2. It's on a 2. It's on a 2, right?
I don't know. Let me see. I think it's a 1.
Click on the thickness. It look like it's too thick. I just don't want you to get confused because. Okay, it is
1.
Okay, cool. All right, so listen. So you got to think diamonds and you got to think circles. So you see, this is not a game. You got 123 pips so far. I mean, and you really didn't even have to use a stop if you understood the structure of the market. So now what do you have to do? You have to use the circles. So which circle do you need to use? Exactly. Now you're starting to see it. Exactly. Where are you going to put it at? Exactly. Boom. Exactly. Because remember, when price breaks out, we always put the blue circles on the breakouts. You can drag it to the left a little bit, put it on there. Exactly. You could drag the chart to the left a little bit, so you could put that circle on that green candle. Yeah, if you need to drag the chart over to the left a little bit so you can put it exactly on there, yeah, it's fine. Okay, cool. So it's not, it need to be on that green candle perfectly, but it's cool. So now what are we doing? So now we're waiting for price to retrace up as high as it want to go and before it retrace down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so drag the candles to the left a little bit. So now we're waiting. We're waiting to see like how high price wants to go. Keep going. Now we're looking for a retrace. Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. Now what do we need to do? Drag that blue box, drag that blue circle over to that breakout. Yeah, right there. Okay. Now we need to do some damage control. We need to since we have a red box, a blue box, and a green box for the diamonds and the circles, we need to drag that green line all the way over because it's done. We're done using it. So drag the chart all the way to the left, and then you have to drag that green line and drag it all the way to the green circle. We don't need that line anymore. So drag the chart all the way to the left and grab the end of that all the way to the left. I'm sorry, to the right. We need to get the end of that circle, that green line. The green line. You have to drag the chart all the way so we can get the end of the green line because we have to shrink it. You got to drag it the other way. Now drag that green line all the way to the end of that green circle because we don't need that line anymore. Nope, not that one because we're still using that one. Listen. Whenever you see a red circle, a green circle, and if you see all three of them, then it's already used. We don't need it anymore. So drag that green line all the way to the end of the circle. We don't need it anymore. Yeah, right there. That let us know we're done with that. Now, what other line are we done with that we used already? Don't you see the diamonds up there? We got a green diamond and a blue diamond, and the green diamond has already been used. So you need to get that red line and drag it all the way over because we're done with it. Yeah, we're done with it. Exactly. Okay, so exactly. So now what do we need to do? Price is doing what it's doing right now. You want a 4-hour chart, it's printing candles. So what do we need to mark up now? Actually, what I like to do is I like to just highlight. What I like to do is minimize the color of the red lines. So you can try that if it works for you, or you can leave it the same color. But when those lines are already used, I like to make them darker because I don't even want to see them that much. I'm done with it. So either you can do that or you can just leave it like it is, whatever you want to do. You see what I'm saying? Like you can make that color a lot darker where you can barely see it, letting you know like you're done with that, or you could just leave it like it is, if whatever works for you.
Okay.
Okay, so what do we need to do now? Hold on, we got a red diamond. So what do you need to do right now?
We need to clone this.
What are you cloning? Which color? What color is that?
Red.
Where you gonna put the red at? Yeah, you got to put red in 2 areas. So where you gonna put them at? Exactly, right there on that green candle. On the green candle, you're gonna put the red diamond on the green candle. Drag it over to the green candle. It's on the red one. Exactly. Now where you gonna put the other red diamond at? Go ahead and clone it. Yeah. Where you gonna put the next one at? Okay, now we got another diamond we got to use. Look at price now. Look at price all the way to the right of your chart. What kind of color diamond do we need to use now? Remember, we're not working with circles anymore because the last circle we have is a breakout. Remember, we're waiting for price has to go back below that green line before we even become a buyer. So right now we're done with circles. Now we're only working with diamonds now. Exactly. Now stop right there. Okay, because I mean, see when you're doing it this way, I think you got to forget about ICT and all that kind of stuff. Like you got to literally just scalp. I mean, you can use his teachings because this price is probably coming back up to a bearish breaker. Let me see. Yeah, I see a bear. Where's the bearish breaker at? Let me just retap your ICT skills. What do you see the bearish breaker at?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that lets you know, like, okay, well, price probably want to come back up there. Shit is crazy. Okay, so now you need to use another blue box. Where are you gonna put the other blue diamond at? Where you gonna use the other blue diamond? Exactly. Because remember, now those red lines, exactly. Now you're starting to see this shit. Because now the red lines that you see wasn't drawn for nothing. Yeah, it took
Yeah.
14 days, something crazy like that. But now you catching mad pips on the other side. And remember, this is on a 4-hour chart. You can go down to the 15-minute chart and do the same thing and use a whole lot of lots. Okay, so now before we start moving price to the right, to the left of the chart going slow again, what are we looking for now? What are we looking at for price to do? We're looking for price to retrace down and go below the green, those two green diamonds, and we want to see price go below the green circle. Because when price goes back above that green line up there, we're gonna become a buyer back up to these highs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, go slowly to the left and tell me what to do next. Keep going to the left. Okay. So price, okay, right there. Stop. So okay, so price is retracing down. So right now we need to draw another green. We need to draw another green line at the top up there. Yeah, so go ahead and clone that green line and put it at the very top of that high up there. Like I said, get a little weird. You just gotta think about it a little differently. So because you're using circles and you're using diamonds now. I actually was using squares, but I'm gonna turn my chart into diamonds because I like the way you can distinguish between the diamonds and the circles. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and clone a red circle. Go ahead and clone a red circle and put it at that high up there. High above that green up there. Yeah. That green line you just drew. Exactly. Right there. So now right there. So now we're waiting to see, we want to see price go below that green line. And when it starts to come back up, we're going to become a buyer. And now we got 3 different targets. Because remember, we're done with that red line down there. Man, if you can lighten up that red line, because it is a little confusing. So go ahead and double click on it and then click on opacity and drag it over to the Y so we can barely see it. Drag it over to the Y. Click on style or something. Well, yeah, line right there. Now go down to opacity and drag it over to the Y, right in front of the Y, or the pink, right up under the pink. Right up under the first pink right there, the first one. You want to see it, but barely see it. The line. Yeah, like right there, under that pink, yeah. And then if you do the same thing for that dotted line, because it's confusing us a little bit. So if you actually make it lighter, then it lets us know, like, we're not looking for that anymore. We're only looking for the dark lines, the dark red lines. So yeah, if you could just scroll it to right up under that second pink, right there, that pink right there, yeah. So we see it, but we barely see it. That just let us know that it's already used and we don't need it anymore. So hold on, before you scroll back to the left, what are we looking for right now?
Waiting for price to close below this green line, the second green line.
Yeah, and then if price come back up above the green line, then what happens? You're gonna become a buyer. You're gonna become a buyer, and I'll tell you where you're gonna become a buyer too. So go ahead and scroll to the left and let's see what happened. Let's see what's going on. Okay, right here, I'll be looking for price to try to reverse back up. It might be done though. It might be done. It might want to go lower. See, using this strategy, we literally letting price tell us what to do. Like somebody could not even know how to trade and follow this stuff right here and literally just follow the rules as far as the colors, and they'll be good. They just gotta wait. So keep going. Prices are below the area. Now we're looking for our. Now it could continue to keep going lower. Okay, now we see a strong candle right there, but we still can't do anything until price does what?
Breaks above.
Exactly. So go to the right one. Boom, right there. So what are you doing right now?
Take your order. Buy, sorry.
Okay, but what color you gonna put right there?
Put the green.
Exactly. Go ahead and clone it so we can use it next time. Go ahead and put that green circle on there. Boom. Okay, so now listen. So right here, we're going to become a buyer. Where's our take profit going to be at?
Yeah.
Exactly. Now go ahead. Now that is a stretch a little bit because remember we price has rose how many times so far? It rose like two times already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
because remember it's something called the three Indians. The ICT talk about like price literally will rise like like 3 4 times before it wants to reverse. So this could be a little tricky. Like what I would do is I actually would get a Fibonacci and I would be betting on price to reverse at the 38.2. Or it may actually take that high. But go ahead and measure it to see just in case it does, and you hold all the way up to up there. Then how many pips would that be, just in case it actually works? How many pips is that?
105.
105. That's
105.
crazy.
Yes, let's say 130.
105. See,
105.
it might seem too good to be true when you enter right there. Because remember that it just left for order block, so price could come back down into that low last down close candle right there, based on ICT's teachings. Remember, so
Yeah.
but you have to do back testing to see what you feel comfortable with. Uh, okay, so scroll to the left. Let's see what happens. So you're a buyer right there. You went ahead and took a buy. Now where your stop loss going to be at?
Below. Yeah.
Yeah. Stop loss is going to be below. Yeah, right there. So usually that's where you would put it, according to the way that the guy who created this, the way that he teaches it. So, but I didn't see any price take that low and still go higher. So you just got to back test and see what's best for you. So keep scrolling to the left slowly. Uh-oh. Now see if price that's why, listen, stop right there. That's why you have to know the direction, because if price start going lower like that, and that's what kind of ICT block is that right there? You see that? What kind of block is that?
Which block?
You see how price look at those last two down close candles from to the right. Where the last two down close candles at? Not the order block, but the last two down two down
That's
propulsion block.
proportion. Yeah, proportion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's propulsion block. So that's letting you know. And remember, if price doesn't close below 50% of that last down close candle, then that is considered a ICT propulsion block, meaning it's going higher. Meaning that it's definitely probably going to take out that high up there, which almost guarantees your trade. So I would have got back in on a few longs right there, because that's a propulsion block. Price literally closed above the mean threshold, and the next candle, the green candle, closed, the body closed above the wick, and the high closed above the wick. So that was guaranteed we're going higher. So in a situation like this, I actually I would go long twice. I would go long twice at that green line. So keep going, scrolling to the right, because when it hit that green line again, I would be a buyer again. Keep going, boom. Go ahead and put another green circle right there. I would go long again. Yeah, go ahead and clone it. Yeah, I would just go long again. See, in this situation, the way he teach it is he say don't go long until it actually goes above that high. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go ahead and put it on the next candle that closed above. Yeah, right there. Nope, you got to put it on the body. You got to put it on the green line. You got to put it on the green line. The red box, the blue box, the red circle, green circle, they all have to line up on the green line. So put that green circle right on that green candle that closed above.
There are going to be two green candles.
Yeah,
Two green circles.
exactly. Because price went below. This is just showing to yourself that you were a buyer twice at that green line.
Okay.
Yeah. Boom, right there. Now remember, we have the blue diamonds. We have the diamonds as well. So now, since price, so scroll to the you have to move the line. So scroll to the left a little bit. So you're a buyer. You got two positions on now. Scroll to the left slowly. Yeah, keep scrolling. Boom, right there. Now what are you doing? Hold on. Scroll back. Go back one. What are you doing right there? Right there. Don't move this chart. What are you doing right now?
The green, like this.
Exactly. This is crazy, man. This is how people be doing these multiple positions. And we see how the fuck they doing it now. I used to always be kind of confused. Like, okay, I know how to hold the trade, but see, I always was like, how do I put on multiple positions without losing?
Yeah,
Showing you how to do it here. Okay, so now you got 3 positions on, and so now we need to look at the take profit for that third position you just put on. So where are you getting out at?
yeah.
Exact. Nope. Well, hold on. You might be right. Hold on. Actually, it should be the line lower than that. The line below that. I think it should be that line right there, because remember that's the previous high.
Very high.
Yeah, that's the previous high, but because remember, that's the previous high, so that would be the TP right there. Now remember, you could be a boss and hold out for the high up there with the circles if you want to, or you could just take something off like ICT teach, like just take something off, or you could be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna hold it all the way to that high up there, but that would be kind of risky because remember, it's not guaranteed that it's gonna come up there, unless you really kind of mix like all the ICT stuff and then it kind of show you that it's definitely gonna hit that high, but we don't know yet. So now. So you got that third position on. Now scroll the chart to the left and tell me where you're getting out at. Okay. All right. So you got out at that high right there, the line that we just posted. You see how you hit the take profit? You see how this is working?
Yeah.
Okay. So hold on. Now go ahead and measure. From that. I need you to measure. You already measured the first one. You measured the 105 thing, right? So, but you never measured those two. Hold on. So we have to mark this up correctly. Scroll back to the right. Then we're gonna end the video after I talk about this. Okay. So now we still have to mark up the diamonds correctly. Scroll to the left. Just keep going to the left. Okay. So you enter right. Okay. Now what do you need to do? Now remember, this is a 4-hour chart. So when price would have hit that other diamond, what kind of color would you have put on when price hit that line up there? We missing the color. Exactly, green. Exactly. Exactly. Now make sure you rewatch this video, man. And like I said, if you don't backtest anything else, you need to backtest this motherfucking video right here, because I mean, this is the shit right here. Like, this is not all the ICT fancy, difficult stuff. Like, that stuff is difficult, and I'm glad I understand it. But this right here, I mean, this right here, can really like put some money in the pocket right now type of shit. Okay, so yeah. Can you scroll down? Okay, so now
blue and the green too.
Okay, so I mean, to be honest with you, you could put a blue box at the that's a little too tedious. Okay, so now, so you would have held out. So you would have 105 points. Now go ahead and measure those last 2 spaces up there before the green line. You never measured those. Remember, you didn't measure them but you still had trades on those. So you have to measure. So you measured the big move, which was 105. Now you have to measure those 2 black spaces right there. Exactly. And add that to your pips right there. Yeah. How much is that? 34.
34.
Okay, now measure the other black space above that. Because remember, you put on longs as price was going up and hit those lines. I was just trying to show you how important drawing those lines to the left is. No, you have to go from where you at to the black space at the top. Because remember, price went above. Yeah, price hit that black space. So put the measuring tool. Yeah, exactly. Go from that line up to the next red line. Up right there. How many pips is that?
25.
Okay, so add it all up.
Yeah. 182.
182 pips. And can you put the measure? This is the last thing, and then I'll probably just let you go. Can you put the measuring tool on the first candle entry to the last to when you actually got out at the high, all the way to where that green candle went above? Put the measuring tool on the first green candle where you entered, and just drag it over all the way to the green candle. I'm just trying to. Hold on, don't press it yet. Go to the left. I'll show you how to do it. Go to the left. Right there. Go to the left. Right there. The green candle. The green candle with the green circle. The green candle with the green circle. That's where you're gonna start at. The green candle with the green circle. Go over one. I'm trying to get the exact time. right there, the green candle with the green circle. Now put the measuring tool on there. Now drag it all the way over to that big green candle that took that high out. You have to drag it all the way over to the green candle itself. All the way over, right there, right there. Now, right there to the green candle. Now, how many days is that? 9 days, 8 hours to get
9 days.
to get 182 pips. Now remember, yeah, this is 9 trading days, I believe. Well, this is a 4-hour chart, so the days is going to be a little skewed. If we was on a daily chart, it would be different.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, this is the strategy right here that I was trying to show you. I mean, do you kind of see how it works? Like, now listen, hold on. Before I let you go, let's go back to where price is now. We're about to make this shit real, make it real life, get this goddamn money in the pockets. So go back to where price is right now and see how real this shit is.
I should scroll all the way.
Yeah, scroll all the way to the right. I just want to show you, since we just spent all that time on that, I'm about to show you how to literally mark up where price is now and do the same thing.
I thought does it work on the right side or only on the left side?
It works on both sides. So literally, remember, you was marking up the highs. So go ahead and drag those lines to the 4-hour highs. Drag those red lines to the 4. These are the daily highs, but it looked like we can use the 4-hour chart. It was just looking a little weird at first, but go ahead and drag those lines to the high right there, and then clone the line and put it on the next high. Because remember, these highs are going to be important when price start retracing up, right?
Yeah.
Remember, it's going to do the exact same thing, man. Like, don't get fooled, or don't get like this is too good to be true. No, it's going to do the exact same thing I just showed you. Now, price is streaming down, and it's going to continue to stream down. And then once we see that retracement, boom, that's when you go crazy. Now put it on the candle high. Put it on the candle. I mean the candle high. Yeah, not the wick high. The candle high. The candle high. The candle high. Yeah, the top of the green candle. You putting it on the wick. You got to put it on the candle high. Like if you put it on the candle high, you're gonna get a better entry. That's why I'm telling you. Yeah, you got to put it. You got to put it on the candle high down there. You got it on the wick high. Yeah, right there. Just scroll, bring it down. Yeah, bring it down. Yeah, on the top, to the top of the wick, to the top of the candle high. You don't have it on top of the candle high. Yeah, on top of the candle high. The candle high, you got on the wick high.
The candle high.
The candle high, the top of the green candle high. The highest high, exactly, right there, the top of the green high. Now you got to do the same thing for you missing the high right there. You got to clone that line and you got to put on all 4-hour highs. Because the way it's going to work is you actually have to need to go down to the 1-hour chart. I just didn't do that with you today. But you got to go down to the 1-hour chart and you'll be able to see the entries better. Okay, that is a high. So just clone the line and put it on the next candle close high above that. Yeah, and you're missing a few highs. You got to put on the next high below that. You got a high below that. Go ahead and clone it. Put on the high below that. Okay, now we're missing a high. We're missing a high. You're missing a high down there you didn't mark up. You see it? Go down, go down, go down. Put your cursor down. Yeah. Do you see the high that you missed? It was a high right before low was taken. Go down, go down, go down. Right there, right there, right there. Exactly. Okay. So what are you waiting on right now? What are you waiting
for price?
Huh?
To take out any of those, to trace back up.
Exactly. Because remember, you see price streaming down. It's not taking any significant any significant highs. So you have to just keep an eye on this, because remember, you don't know exactly where it's going down to. Obviously, it's going down to an order block or a bullish order block or a bullish breaker. But you may not want to feel like doing all the ICT stuff, marking up the higher time frame and all that. You just may want to scalp for the day and just be chill. So this is what you can do. Now, remember, you can do this on a lower time frame as well. So, yeah, man, I'll go ahead and save the video and send it back to you. But, just definitely back test this and you'll see. I I think this will kind of like make things. It'll put your spirit at ease. You know that the money is coming, or
Definitely.
yeah, because this is the real shit right here. I mean, you don't have to use the ICT real structure, any of that. You can use the bearish breakers and order blocks. You can mark them up on a higher time frame if they help you out. But you don't even have to know all that stuff. That's how dude is making millions doing this. Like, I mean, I think it's the same guy I was telling you about. He was like sleeping in he was sleeping in his McDonald's. He was working at McDonald's. He was sleeping at McDonald's like maybe 26 months ago.
Yeah.
He didn't have anywhere to
Wow.
stay. So, I mean, he just found out how this stuff works, and he just kept doing it back to back to back to back to back. And I think he had showed like a withdrawal of like $2.5 million from a big broker. And I was like,
Wow.
I had to rewatch the video. Like, hold on, what? I was like, man, ain't no fucking way. Like,
That's
I mean,
that's
dude, like
amazing.
21, he's 21 years old. It's like, come on, man, really? So it really ain't no excuse. So, but I'll go ahead and send you this record, man. You can watch it and do whatever you want with it.
Gracias, gracias. I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to make sure we recorded this because because yesterday we couldn't get it recorded, but